Hello, Pisces. Let's get another answer to your question. You guys be sure to use your intuition. Follow me, like this video, comment. Let me know if it resonates, you guys. Save it for later, repost it, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. What is the answer to your question? Balance. So that's the answer. You need to bring more balance to a situation. That's why something has not been working out or it's been feeling out of whack, is because there needs to be more balance. Some of you guys may benefit from yoga or some type of calisthenics, but I'm not a doctor. So contact your, doctor. We have spell work. Someone has been casting spells, okay? And there needs to be more balance. There could be a situation where you're manifesting, and what Spirit is saying is that in order for your manifestations or your spell work to come to fruition, there needs to be more balance of maybe material versus spiritual. So that means, like, if you're manifesting money, there may need to be more action that you take to help those manifestations come to fruition, for example. But there could be someone here who's doing spell work, and that's not you. And I don't know, you may be attached to this person with the arrested card. Someone may be getting arrested. But I feel like someone has been trying to get you into situations that are negative for your overall safety, health, and well-being. Or you're attached to someone here and energetically there's like a guilty by association situation going on. Okay, 5 of Cups. So there could be sadness, there could be regret. Something may not have worked out the way you thought it was going to work out, or someone around you feels that way. 5 of Pentacles, another 5. This could be somebody born in May, which would be Gemini, or what is it, Taurus or Gemini? Yeah. So Taurus, Gemini, possibly Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Ace of Wands here. Somebody is feeling very insecure, financially insecure, nutritionally insecure. There's this instability. There's some type of lack going on. But there's help here for someone. It kind of feels like somebody is feeling like all hope is lost. But then there's this Ace of Wands. Or somebody's feeling like they couldn't achieve their goal. Wow. But see, there's the attachment. I don't know. I feel like you could be attaching something to something else, right? Or you're connecting the dots and connecting two things together. I don't know if you're doing that or not, but we have the Justice card. Wow. And then the 2 of Wands. So I feel like there's a good decision here that was made to attach to something or to connect to something or to sign a contract here. This could be a decision to sign a legal contract. But this is justice, which means justice for all, right? Whatever's good for the goose is good for the gander. Spirit is not going to base a decision or an outcome off of only what's good for you or only what's good for someone else. It's going to be everyone involved. Okay, so this could be legal. There could be some type of legal attachment here, and you have to make a decision to maybe separate from this legal contract or separate legally from someone. This could be a divorce. Okay. So it's like whatever this justice is caused this devil energy or caused a decision to have to be made because of this devil energy and how the justice was connected to something else. You got to connect the dots here. How are things connected? Okay. I feel like if you made a decision that caused you to be in some type of financial struggle or financial hardship, I don't think that you see it now, but I feel like in the future, you're going to see that you actually made the right decision. Because I don't know exactly what this is, but I feel like somebody may want you to regret like choices that you've made. And I don't think that you should regret those choices because they were right in the moment. Like sometimes we go back and look at our lives and we look at, it's basically hindsight, right? That's the saying. Hindsight is always 20/20. So you're always going to see things clearly and perfectly in hindsight. Once you've moved on from the situation, once the situation has concluded, you're always going to see things perfectly. Oh, and I should have done this. Now that I know all of this stuff, now that everything has come to the surface, now that the cat's out the bag, I should have done this and I should have done that. What would you have done with that information at the time? You don't know. You never know what could have happened with the information that you have now if you had it back then. So it's kind of like a fool's errand to look at hindsight and wish that you would have done something differently. And that's where the Five of Cups comes in. So don't be insecure about the decisions that you made in the past, especially if you made decisions under duress. And I'm not sure where this is coming from or who this is for, but Spirit wants you to know that even if you had the information that you have now back then, you still may not have been able to make a decision that was quote unquote perfect, right? That's why I say be careful. Use your intuition when you watch these readings, because they may cause you to spiral in certain areas of your life. Even astrology, right? People follow astrology and they read the stars, and they think just because a certain alignment is coming up that they can prevent any negativity from happening, but sometimes it's just above you and there's nothing you can do. So I think that Spirit wants you guys to understand that about your situations, and understand that whatever was going on at the time where you were wanting to make decisions or needing to make decisions or not really having much of an option was the way that it was supposed to be. And whatever choice you made was exactly the choice that needed to be made in order for you to get where you're ultimately meant to go. So be at ease, okay? Relax.